Please give it up for the Lawnmower Man, Kurt Green.
I'll be your lawnmower man. Baby, let me cut your grass.
Hi, this is the Kurt Green Show, and I am Kurt Green. And this is the segment that I like to refer to as the Ask Kurt, where people can call in, write in, whatever you want, and I will answer whatever kind of question. I don't care how serious, how ridiculous. However, let me put this disclaimer on. The answer that I give is purely for entertainment value. If I tell you to go out and bet your house on a number for the lottery, don't do it, because I didn't go out and bet my house on a lottery number. So you know it's just for fun. So with that being said, I'd like to get started with some of the questions that we had written in for us today. My first question comes from Cedric L. And the question is, why do women want to talk so much? That's a pretty interesting question, Cedric. And I'm going to tell you, I thought about it and I say the reason women want to talk so much is because they like to hear the sound of their own voice. Think about it. Women want to hear their voices so much. I don't care if a woman sounds like she's been smoking unfiltered Camels for 40 years. She still likes to hear what she sounds like. Think about it again. Too, on the GPSs. Why do they put women's voices on there? Because they want to drive men crazy. You ever had the directions would come up there, turn right in 200 feet. Soon they're going to have GPSs up there where turn right in 200 feet. Didn't I tell you to turn right? And then what's wrong with my makeup? How do I look this morning? How was breakfast? We had a good time. You know, so women, wherever they can get their voice in, that's where women want to be heard. So that's the answer to your question, is because they like to hear the sound of their voices. Thank you for that question, Cedric. All right. Another question is, what do you do when you want to kick the crap out of your husband? And this comes from Anonymous. Wow. Well, Anonymous, obviously you have some issues at home. You don't say why you want to kick the crap out of your husband. Could it be that he's too lazy? Could it be that he's beating you and you want to kick the crap right back out of him? Is he being unfaithful? We really don't know. You kind of left us kind of vague out there. But my answer that I would give to you, what do you want to do when you want to kick the crap out of him? Go take some martial arts classes. If you think about it, if you take the word martial art, M-A-R-T-I-A-L, if you switch a letter in there around, you have marital arts. So maybe they're one and the same. So maybe if you get a little Bruce Lee, a little Karate Kid in you, maybe you can kick the crap out of him. However, I do not advocate violence either way from men or women, but you know, Rihanna did go back to Chris Brown. So that's my answer to your question today. Thank you for the question, Anonymous. All right. And my last question of the day comes from Robert P. It says, being a comedian who does music, what was your favorite decade of music? Wow, that's a good question, Robert. I have actually spanned a lot of decades in music, and I've enjoyed all of them, all the way from Motown up into the stuff that they play today that we call music. But if I had to choose one, I would say I actually like the 70s. And before anybody falls off the wagon about that, you know, people didn't like disco. I personally didn't mind disco because it was just a music form. It was just people expressing music, just like any other genre of music. Country, classical, whether I like it or not, it's still cool. But one of the things I liked about the 70s is we had colorful artists in there. And as being a guitarist, one of my favorite songs of the 70s, and you can look this up on YouTube, I'm not making this up, was by one of the best guitarists of all time, is Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry had a song called My Ding-a-Ling. Now to me, when you can have a song called My Ding-a-Ling and you still get hits on YouTube for that, you're my hero. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to write one too, and I'm going to call mine Yo Coochie. And if you'd like to hear that, you can check that out on Kurt Green channel and my channel, kurtgreen.com. I'm sorry, I got vapor locked for a minute thinking about my ding-a-ling. KurtGreen.com, Blip TV. Also, you can follow us on Twitter or on YouTube. Please call on Facebook. Please keep your questions coming in because we enjoy reading them and we have fun with you. This has been the Ask Kurt segment. We'll see you next week. Peace.